So, today we're gonna talk about flirting. After me recording my video on being single, this is a follow up video on how to flirt and not be single. I'm kidding. So, anyways, this is a topic that I've been trying to do for so long. And look at my view, guys. This is my view of my apartment. It's awesome. Like, I love how nice it is. It's a corner room, so I don't know if you can see it, but let me take a tour, okay? So if you look at it, this is a corner apartment. This is my bedroom, and I love my place. It's so awesome. Anyways, let's come back first. So today's a bulletproof, sure way of how to flirt with guys. And while that seems like a very easy topic, here are my 2 cents contributing to the worldwide internet of how I would do it. First of all, my little bit of a street cred. I think I have flirted, went on a date, slept it. I don't know. At least like double digits. Oh my god! Let's hope my parents never see this video one day. Anyways, with 20 nationalities. I'm so bad. Okay. So, my street cred is that my bulletproof shoreway has been tried and tested with 20 nationalities, spanning from America to North America to South America to Europe and Asia and Oceania. So, if there's anything I think I know something about flirting. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Anyways, cringe. Cringe. Okay, anyways, come back. Bulletproof Guide to Flirting, Part 1. The initial pickup. Suppose, let's say, you see a guy that you really like in a bar or at a place or a networking event. What do you do? First, always send the eye signal. So, look at the person, like, suppose this is a guy, you look at it and, like, like look, establish eye seconds eye seconds for 1 to 2 seconds, and then look away, and then look back again, and then look away. If the person is not picking up the signal, the next step is for you to send your wingman. And while that is a conditional step, in case you do have a wingman, here's what you're gonna do, okay? When you send the wingman, tell him or her to ask the person where they're from, or um no. A better one is assume where they're from. So, for example, say you really like this guy and or girl, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to send a wingman, or I want to send my wingman. You just go and ask them, hey, you look like you're from XX country. Am I right? And then it will start to become a topic that's like, oh, I might not be from this country, or oh, you guessed that exactly right. So then it become a talking conversation, which is starts to be really fun. So let's say you wanna okay, let me role play this for you, okay? So, hi, you look like you're from Korea, or hi, you look like you're from Germany, am I right? Or hey, my friend thought that you're from Germany, so we're playing a game to see if I'm right. And I can start talking like, oh, I'm not from Germany, I'm from like Sweden, I'm from Norway or whatever. And then you guys can start talking. Usually this is quite short far away because in Bangkok there's a lot of foreigners and a lot of like overseas people. So it's like really interesting. Or even if they're local, you're like, oh sorry, you just look like XXX country, right? And then so that's the first step. The second step is then if you don't want to do like this way, you can also start with a game. Just this is what I did before in China. And it was my first time just traveling out of the country by myself, and then I was with a group of girls, and they right in front of us was a table full of like guys of the opposite gender. Yes, the opposite gender. And then we were just like, okay, let's play a game. And one of us went over to the table and like just like, oh, my friend dare me to take a shot with you. And then from there we started talking, and then eventually the two tables merged and joined together. So that was like pretty funny. And we were kind of like start bonding after that. So mm-hmm. Oh my god, please, I hope not to go to hell over this. As yeah, so that's the initial pickup. The next stage is called the flirting part. And then there's a few ways as a guy. Okay, this is especially for guys. I'm gonna teach you how to pick up girls, or at least express to them that you're interested. So first, if a girl is interested, they will show the neck, right? Like a neck is a very revealing, a very revealing part of their body, where you can start to see like, oh, this is the neckline. And then if you don't have a shirt, or like if the shirt is already very low cut, then you can even see if they're trying to like show, like this ear even more. But usually if a girl's interested, one of the very obvious signs is she will start to show her neck towards you. So let's say if you're here, then she'll start showing her neck towards you. I don't know, I think it's like a very primal thing. The next part, as a girl, that you're showing signs to the guy, could also be like here you start to, like show more skin over here. And then if you're like more like, like excited or something, then you can start to be like showing your hair, playing with your hair, that as another fire way. As a guy, here's what you're gonna do to express that you're interested. But you have to be careful, okay? Because like everyone has different comfort levels. So what I've seen guys done successfully in the past is that they will start to um like put their hands behind my back. So it's like let's say like this. So then they start to be like putting behind my back first, like here. And then like let's say if you guys are at a bar and it's like kind of loud, and then they start to come closer and they put their hands on my back when they speak. So then that will give a sign that like, oh, he's interested in me, right? And then a second step, besides the back, then if the girl doesn't like try to move away or something, if the girl is like, oh, she's interested in it as well, you can start going from the back to the hip. Okay, so never go below the hip, because that starts to be very very creepy. But when you put your hands on the hip, like hip, right, like hip, so then it would be like an even more like, like flirty sign. But if let's say you're not comfortable with the hip, or if the girl's not comfortable, usually the waist is like okay already, like okay. And then so with the waist, then you can start to be like, oh, is she still like giving you a lot of signs responding? That means she's definitely interested when you put your hands on the waist. Yeah, but don't be creepy, okay, guys. Don't be creepy. You just wanna have it fun. It's a light, casual environment, mood. Yeah, and then so that's the flirting stage, and then the closing phase is super, super, super important. The closing phase is dependent on what do you want to end the night with. Do you guys want to end the night with going home separately, or going home together? Now, from my experience, and I'm not this anymore, but I used to do was like, let's say going home together, then you can start to talking about like, oh, I have a movie we can watch at my place. Or you can say, if you're a really good cook, oh, are you hungry, I can cook you something at my place. But from my experience, I can say that, oh, I'm like pretty hungry because it's like kind of late at night and we've been drinking. Do you want to go back to your place or my place for a quick snack? Or like just like watch a movie or something. If you're tired, you're not gonna watch a movie. But if you're like hungry, then yeah, you just go back to your place and grab a snack. And usually that's like a more less creepy way to invite a girl over to your place without being like, you want to go fuck or something like that, right? You gotta keep it casual as an invitation that she could go to your place but not necessarily have sex. So that's pretty like surefire way as a closing stage. Or if you guys are like already super, I don't know, like sexually attracted, you can just be like, let's go back to my place. Full stop. And then if she knows, she knows. And if you know, you know. So yeah. But from my experience, don't be that because that's kind of creepy. So that's my bulletproof show way for the three stages. Now, as for the subsequent stages of how you actually go from just a fling to a relationship, like I'm not your guide to that yet. I'm still figuring that out. But in terms of flirting, hit me up because I think I'm your girl. 20 nationalities, tried and tested method across all countries and continents. And how I know I can say this is because humans are pretty primal. They respond to touch, they respond to smell, they respond to like actions. Most of our nerves are in our visual. So if you send the right visual, you send the right cues, it's a very fun process to just be flirting. And also keep it light. Yeah. It's fun out at the end of the day. So even if you get rejected, you get experience or you get a laughing story about it. So don't worry too much, okay? Yeah. And with that, this is my bulletproof guide to flirting. Bye bye.